Hey everyone, Scott of the Scottman. We are here to do a drive video today. We are here just northwest of Houston, Texas, in the Houston metro area. And we're going to be doing a drive video on US Highway 290 going northwest from where it begins at 610. And we're going to go all up to the Grand Parkway, the northwest outskirts of the Houston metro area, up in the Cypress area. It is a beautiful day today, just maybe some occasional high clouds, but mostly sunny. It is, current thermometer is reading 70 degrees Fahrenheit, which is just a little around 21 degrees Celsius. But yeah, it's hard to believe. I've been down here in Houston for technically over a week, but I've been in South Texas, or Southeast Texas, for over a week and a half already. Although my trip's going to be coming to a close in a couple days because I will be heading back to Michigan in 2 days as I'm recording this video. But yeah, I filmed three other driving videos around Houston so far. I think I'm trying to think what the most recent one I did. Oh, that's right. I think I did one on I-45 going south into downtown Houston. So yeah, this past week I've been pretty much because I started back to work this week, but we don't have to report back to the office again until next week. So I've been able to work remotely this week. So it's like, yeah, might as well stay in Texas longer, enjoy this nice warm weather while I can. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to that because the day after I get back to Michigan, the high temperature is supposed to be 15 or 16 degrees Fahrenheit. That is ridiculously cold. It's almost like, yeah, or compared to Celsius, I think that's like -9. Which I am not ready for that. But yeah, a little cool fact about 290 is that, yeah, although maybe it wasn't so cool during the construction project, but yeah, they did a huge widening of 290 where you have so many more lanes now. Because I think a few years ago, if not maybe several years ago, this used to only be 3 lanes, plus the HOV lane in the center part of the freeway, which is only open. It's only a one-way HOV lane. Well, the lane in the center, depending on the time of the day, is to accommodate rush hour traffic. But yeah, they even have a separate HOV lane, as you can see, in the left lane too. Not that too, but it's, yeah, 4 regular lanes too. Because yeah, back when this was just 3 lanes plus the center HOV lanes, like, yeah, this was causing traffic to be very congested along in here. Pretty much to where, like, anytime I came down to Houston, like, to visit family, I was always told, stay off of 290. But thankfully, with the huge widening project that they completed, for the most part, that, like, you can pretty much use 290 pretty easily. But keep in mind, I'm filming this at 3:40 in the afternoon, so it's a little bit before the heart of rush hour traffic. But yeah, it's like, yeah, right now we're just the north side of, like, the Spring Branch area. And all along 290, you got all these different stores, restaurants. That's the nice thing about having feeder roads along the freeway. So you can accommodate so many services or commercial services, retail, restaurants, hotel, and even like hotels, motels, and many other different establishments. Which, yeah, it's like all throughout Houston. You can pretty much drive throughout the city, and you can basically drive by a house, and then drive by a factory, then drive by a store, and then drive by another house. It's because, well, like one of the reasons for that, or I think the main reason for that is that, yeah, Houston does not have any zoning laws or anything like that. So it's like you can pretty much build wherever you, at least my assumption is that you can pretty much build what you want wherever that there's open property, or repurpose a building without having to deal with like different zoning laws. But yeah, because I don't live in Houston, I don't know if that's like, I don't know, like I would not really know the pros and cons to having zoning laws versus not having zoning laws. And yeah, coming up here, we got the big interchange for the Sam Houston Tollway, or Beltway 8, which is one of the many toll roads around the Houston metro area. With the Sam Houston Tollway, in a lot of areas, they still have cash lanes, although I think right now they're doing tolls by mail. But in certain areas, you have to have an easy tag, though, in order to use it, which is basically like a cashless tolling system. But if you're from out of town like I am, or if you're not going to be in Houston for very long, easy tag may not be worth it, but you can get what's called an easy tag express, where you pay higher rates to use the cashless lanes, but you can use cashless lanes, especially in my situation. Like if I want to, I could drive on any of the toll roads without getting a toll violation, as long as I have the Easy Tag Express and have my car registered with Michigan license plates active in the app. Take a look how wide this is. It's like after you get past the Beltway, it's like, yeah, look how many lanes there are. Yeah, back when I used to live in Houston, when I was a kid from like 5 to almost 9 years old, is that one of my aunts who, on my dad's side of the family, I actually got to see and visit her last week while I've been down here. She lives out in the western part of the Houston area. Pretty much between 290 and I-10. And when we used to live up in the northern part of Houston, it's like I remember my dad always took the Beltway and then get on the 290 and get off the exit for 1960 and Highway 6, which is coming up in a few miles. Because yeah, I'd say we're slowly starting to get into the general Cypress area. Yeah, we're going over Jones Road now. It's been a while since I've been on this, or it's been a very long time since I've been on 290. I think this stretch I was last on several years ago on one of my past trips down here. But the stretch we started out on between 610 and the Beltway, I hadn't been on that since I was a kid. starting to you'll notice that you have exits for different roads, and it can be quite a distance before you get to the actual road. It's because the exit's technically for the feeder road along the side of the freeway, but then you have a little bit more to go until you get to the road itself. So Highway 6, continues south, going down toward like the Addicts area, going down toward like the Energy Corridor, then eventually down to Sugarland, and it goes south of the Houston metro area toward like, I think, Alvin, Michigan, and eventually ends at I-45, not far from like the Texas City area, which is close to where I-45 goes over to Galveston. Highway 6 North runs concurrently, starting here along 290, going all the way toward Hempstead. And then Highway 6 breaks off and heads north toward College Station, where Texas A&M University is. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool that they built a bridge for 1960, which I think that was well needed, just because the intersection for Highway 6, 1960 and 290 can be really busy. So it's nice they built that overpass for 1960. Which, as a matter of fact, I'm planning to film a video of 1960 from 290 going all the way over to I-45. I'm filming this after this. That video will probably be going up maybe next week or something like that. So I'll probably start the video on that overpass because I had never been on it before, because I believe that's brand new. Yeah, it is really amazing how much Houston has expanded over the years. It's like I noticed that even with Detroit, which is where I'm from, but because Houston has a significantly larger population, the expansion in Houston is much more significant. But yeah, it looks like once you get past 1960, you see less lanes now. Which, yeah, it's not, I don't think that's too much of a problem for what I'm seeing. Okay, it looks like a lane came back in, but I just know, the whole Cypress area, it's a nice area overall. Like, a lot of beautiful homes in the Cypress area. But yeah, as I was saying, Cypress has seen a lot of expansion over the years, and it's still expanding to this day. You see all these new buildings going up. We have more about 290 itself. Oh yeah, up here you got the exit for Barker Cypress Road. So 290 itself, it's a U.S. highway which only runs within the state of Texas, because it starts off at 610 where we started this video, and it goes all the way out to I-10, well to the west of Austin. Because this is the main freeway which takes people from Houston to Austin. Although once you get to Hempstead, 290 just becomes a highway. It's no longer a freeway. Because 290 goes out to Hempstead and eventually out toward Brenham, and then meets up with I-35. It goes into Austin, of course. And then from Austin west, it continues west like toward like Fredericksburg, which is a beautiful city, by the way. I've been to Fredericksburg. And then it continues west through the Texas Hill Country before meeting up with and ending at I-10. So I think we still got a few miles or so so to go until we get to the Grand Parkway. So this video is going to be a little bit shorter than a lot of my driving videos lately. And we're going over the Cypress Creek right now. Saying earlier in the video, I've been working pretty much remotely this week. I've just been working on my hotel room. The hotel I'm staying at, which is a Residence Inn up in the Spring area, yeah, their Wi-Fi is really good. Like, I don't think I've had any network disruptions. But then again, a lot of people usually aren't in the hotels during the daytime, so there's probably like a lighter load. But yeah, I've been able to get work done without any problems, which is great. So it's like, yeah, you can say I'm basically like a digital nomad for this week. So yeah, it's something I like to be able to do on a more full-term scale, but for where I'm currently working, that's not going to be possible. I'm just very fortunate I've been able to work remotely all this week. Because otherwise, I would have had to drive back to Michigan this past Sunday, which today, as I'm filming this, is a Thursday. So, thanks to this, I've been able to stay down here pretty much, I'd say, 6 extra days, which has been really nice because the weather, with the exception of Monday, with it being on the chilly side, not by Michigan standards, but by Texas standards, chilly. It's been sunny every day this week. With the weather here, because Houston can get a lot of rain at times, because Houston is very prone to flooding. But while I've been down here, there's been sunshine every day, which has been amazing. Which is a nice change from Michigan, because a lot of times in Michigan it can be very cloudy the majority of the time. Oh yeah, there's a Buc-ee's off to the right as well too. Which, yeah, Buc-ee's is a big gas station, a huge convenience store. It's got a lot of stuff in there. It's a Texas tradition. And yeah, I'm starting to see the interchange for the Grand Parkway coming up in about a couple miles. So we'll be getting ready to end the video soon, but even out here, just look at the development in here. But when you got a lot of people coming to Texas, it's like you gotta have places for people to live and to go. Because yeah, it's like, yeah, I've noticed that people have been leaving Michigan and been coming to like Texas or Florida, a lot of the southern states. There's many different reasons, which I'm not going to really talk about in this video. But yeah, it's like, yeah, Houston is quite a nice city, I have to say. Although the summers can be brutally hot and humid, though. So if you do decide to move down to Houston, beware. It is hot and sticky in the summer, especially July and August, and maybe even September. And Houston gets hurricanes too, or tropical storms, which can drop a lot of rainfall. So it's like, if you live down in Houston, make sure you're in an area that is not as prone to flooding as other areas, and that you have flood insurance. Otherwise, you'll be in for a world of trouble. So, and here's the interchange for the Grand Parkway, which is it's not a full loop. It's a partial because they're still constructing it right now, but it is almost in its entirety a toll road, and it's entirely any of the toll stretches, which is I think 90% of it is cashless. Alright, so I'm going to get ready to conclude this video here. So I hope you enjoyed this drive video here on 290, going from where it begins at 610, going all the way out to the Grand Parkway. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to click that subscribe button to come along and join me for the adventure. And don't forget to click that notification bell so that way you know when a new video goes live. Well, thank you for watching, and this is Scott, or the Scott Man, signing out.